So this is a different kind of startup. You guys do supply chain management.
That's right.
Tracking, supply chain tracking.
SCTracker.
SCTracker. Who are you guys?
I'm the founder and CTO of SCTracker.
My name's Aaron Perigo. I'm head of business development for SCTracker.
Very cool. So what do you do for supply chain guys? Because I know like Liam Casey, who runs PCH, he makes all the Apple power supplies and stuff like that.
Great.
Why would he need this, and how is it different than what he probably is already doing?
Great. Well, let's say Apple comes out with a new design using Liam Casey, PCH's factory in China, and it's a prototype, and they need to do some evaluation to make sure that it meets specs and it's going to get out to the market on time. Well, that shipment's extremely critical for multiple reasons. They want to make sure production's on time, that they're going to hit all their key points in the process, and so it's imperative to have full end-to-end visibility on the tracking.
So like an iPhone has maybe a screen from LG or something like that, or some other manufacturer, and a processor from something like a Samsung or an Intel or something like that. How do you guys track all that stuff in real time in a new way? What's new about you guys?
Well, I think the couple main differences about what we offer in this solution is going to be real-time GPS tracking. It's going to be, again, the pictures, and it's going to be the signatures. And when
show me what it looks like
sure.
to somebody managing a product.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is the fleet view of all active shipments in a supply chain. At a high level, you can see any vehicles that have a shipment as well as their status. And this is a demo account, so some of these are a little bit old, but the icons indicate the vehicle type as well as the status. And if you click, I'll actually come over to the center, you could see activity indicated by these clusters.
Yep.
So it lets you drill down,
as
well as identify individual vehicles. And these are routes. This is tracking the blue line.
Yep.
And then,
now, this driver has a mobile phone. How are you tracking this guy?
It is all mobile based. In addition to, we integrate with a flight information API that lets us track if they transfer their shipment onto an airplane as well.
Okay.
So we do time critical shipments, and most of that is over the road and over the air. We're planning on integrating ocean in the future.
Okay. So how do you get the drivers to have your app so that you can be tracked?
It's a free app in the App Store. So if they have a smartphone, they're ready to go, and we just send them a text message if they don't have the app already. Click the link, and then they get on the system. So what some of our customers like about this is they may not own all the vehicles that they're contracting with. They may have part-time drivers, not quite like Uber, but in the freight world at least, they have what's called a broker model.
Yep.
And so they can send out via text message to their drivers who may work part-time and not have to buy any hardware, because most people today have a smartphone, if not more than one. So that enables us to do it in a very low cost and very rapid way. Whereas before you'd have to buy a piece of equipment, lease it, and then have that sitting in one vehicle only. Now you can do it in any vehicle, anywhere.
Yep. How much does your system cost, and how do you get started if you're a supply chain management company?
We charge a monthly rate, and we try to price it depending on how big the company is, but we are very competitive. That's all I'll say about the pricing.
Okay. Cool. And why did you guys get into this? What got you guys into building supply chain stuff? Because that's not your. I don't think your 4-year-old wakes up and says, "I want to run a supply chain management company," right?
Certainly. I mean, my father has been a U.S. Customs broker in the Bay Area since 1978, and he was on the forefront of a lot of the technology startups that are now big-time players in the market, like Intel, Amdahl, who's no longer around, Hitachi, and he was managing a lot of this stuff for them back in the 70s and 80s. So that sparked my interest both in logistics and technology. And happened to meet Anthony about a year ago, And this software I originally developed a lot for domestic fleet management, and we realized what the capabilities were on an international level and the ability to bring everybody on one standardized tracking platform. And so our backgrounds kind of complemented each other, and from there we started
How
working
did you guys
together.
get the funding to start the company?
Anthony pretty much built this thing from the ground up.
So bootstrapped?
Yep,
That's right.
that's
That's
it.
right. Yeah,
That's
this is all based on the cloud and the mobile ecosystem, and so there's just so many free tools out there. We were able to do that. And I have to tell you something, Robert. When I was in school, you were a big inspiration for me at Channel 9, so
Oh,
I
thanks.
learned a lot about software from
Nice.
that program. I really
Nice.
did.
I tried. That's cool stuff. Well, the world is changing thanks to mobile phones. And
And
can
you
see
know
it right
this
there.
snapshot or screenshot right here is, I mean, to me, the key differentiator from a user perspective on what they're currently doing today and where we see a global logistics manager transitioning to. And this is giving them visual indication on if their shipments are late, if they're on time, if they need to make adjustments, alerts on issues that are happening. And right now, I mean, most of the stuff's being done via email and phone call. And so, I mean, the inefficiency of that whole process is, I mean, I don't even need to speak to it. I mean, this is really where we see the value, is right there on that map with those visual indicators and that real-time information.
Very cool. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.